Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Rev Trev, and if you post a comment, I will comment back. Today we are diving into a video that I've been wanting to make for a long time called about Jordan Love's reasonable and realistic expectations, okay? Because I've been waiting to do this video until the NFL draft happened. I wanted to see how the team would respond in building around Jordan Love, what kind of weapons, what positions we were going to focus in on. And so I'm really excited about this. And so I want to be realistic. I'm going to make a prediction, but let's just talk. What are the reasonable scenarios? What are the reasonable opportunities that Jordan Love's going to have? Okay, so before we talk about what my predictions are, is that we just not need to talk about the expectations. So here's the thing. Fact number one is Jordan Love has had a very small sample size, and it doesn't matter what people say, they have no idea. You and I have no idea what he's going to do and what he's not going to do. Anyone that's telling you right now, I know exactly what he's going to be awful, he's going to be great, he's going to be mediocre. Nobody actually knows because it really has been a small sample size. For example, the Eagles game last year where they're playing prevent defense and everyone's freaking out about how amazing he was, and of course I was excited as well. But he only threw 9 passes. Like, that's what we're talking about here. So he's only had a handful of starts, not even a handful, just a few starts. But the fact is that he does have a good team around him. And so we need to remind ourselves about that. He's going to make some great plays with his arm. He's going to make some awesome throws. And then he's going to make some good plays running the ball with his legs. So I love that they drafted more weapons around him, okay, for him to be successful this season and the seasons to come. I remember the draft combine and the scouts and the media talking, these experts talking about how high they were on Jordan Love. Some even compared him to Herbert and Mahomes, and this is what we're talking about. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to be that good. I mean, I'd be thrilled if he was good as those guys, but I loved hearing that, and I loved hearing that people were high on him, and so we're going to find out, okay? He's going to be under a massive microscope. I mean, by the league, and dare I say the fan base of Green Bay, the NFC North is going to be outrageous on their takes on Jordan Love. So you just need to buckle up, Green Bay Packers fan, and prepare yourself. So, but here's 2 big worries I have about Jordan Love. Number one is the age of his offense. Now, look how young they are. I'm going to throw this graphic up right now, okay? For Love to be successful, he's going to need to be accurate. They're going to need to run the ball effectively, and we're going to need our rookies to impress and our sophomores not to have a sophomore slump. Okay, so that seems highly unlikely, but look at this. I'm super excited to see them try, okay? So Jordan Love's 24 years old, okay? Small sample size. You got Watson, Dobbs, and Jaden Reed. They're all 23 years old. And then the 2 tight ends are 22. Like, that is super young. That concerns me, right? And I know, like, as you start to watch, people have absolutely written off Green Bay and their chances. Rodgers gone. It's over. They're in a full rebuild. I think the hate has gone too far, okay? Now, Bears fans, I've seen you be the worst. You are so hypocritical in your assessment of Jordan Love. Now, you get so angry about what people say about Justin Fields. They say, oh, he's garbage, or he's trash, he can't throw, he's only a running back in a quarterback's body and position. I've been a guy who's defended Justin Fields so much. I've been one of the, Packers fans don't like Justin Fields. I'm one of the only guys that likes Justin Fields, whether it's been fans or Packers podcasters and other people. I've seen Lions Vikings fans all trashing him, but I think Fields is good. I've been saying that since day one. They should have drafted him number 2. I said Zach Wilson should not have gone number 2. I would have picked Justin Fields, which I'm right. And over, guys like Trey Lance and different people like that, right? Now, Bears fans, without seeing much of Love, have totally written him off. And it's just absolutely hypocritical because they're calling him garbage, then they're predicting we're going to be awful, and they were dead last, and they're still trashing us. And think about that, okay? So are any Bears fans actually going to allow him not just a couple snaps before they make a judgment, not just a couple games, but a couple seasons, just like I'm doing with Justin Fields. And this is what I don't get, you Bears fans. Like, you don't like it that people are like that, so why are you like that with us? I mean, I guess it's the rivalry. I guess we're never going to get along, but anyways, I can always hope for more change in the world, right? Okay, so my biggest worry, though, not only is that we're young, but the one is that is his accuracy. And one of the reasons I loved watching Aaron Rodgers play is because of his accuracy. His touchdown to interception stat ratio is the greatest of all time in the NFL, and I loved it because we were always in games because he rarely turned the ball over. And it's interesting, even games where he did turn the ball over 2 or 3 times, we always ended up still somehow being close in most of those games. So this, I do not think, is going to be the case for Love. With the small sample size, even the preseason games we've watched, he is not going to be the same as Rodgers in his accuracy. He turns the ball over more than we'd like. So, Packers fans, again, we need to prepare ourselves for the roller coaster ride of this season. There are going to be some good games. There are going to be some bad games. But throughout the season, we're going to be hearing from people, from other teams, from the NFC North, from the media, and even some Packers fans. They're going to say, see, I told you we should have never traded Aaron Rodgers, right? They're going to say that when Love is bad. They're going to say that when Aaron Rodgers is good. And what I'm saying is, and I've been saying for a long time, you can go back to my videos, I've been saying for a long time, it's time to move on from Rodgers, right? We are done with the drama. He was 90% planning on retiring before he went into the darkness retreat, and he's 39, turning 40 this season. Listen, we won't be playing our quarterback a ridiculous amount of money. There's a lot of good things. We got good draft capital coming. We got to prepare for the future. Now is the time. So I'm totally fine. I'm excited that we moved on. I'm excited about our draft. Now, what are the realistic expectations that we should have of Jordan Love? Here's why you probably clicked on this video. But right before I hit that, I want to just let's talk about Brett Favre, 1992 Pro Bowler. In his first year, he had 15 games, 3,200 yards passing, 18 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Actually, I was expecting to have more interceptions because he was the gunslinger. His team was 8-5, and they made it to the playoffs. I mean, that is impressive, right? But Aaron Rodgers, look at these numbers. 2008, it was his first starting season. 16 games, 4,000 yards passing. Are you kidding me? 28 touchdowns, only 13 interceptions. How eerie is that? Both interceptions, 13. But Rodgers' team was 6-10 and did not make the playoffs. So what will a successful season look like for Jordan Love? I believe that some of it's going to come down to stats. What will his stats be by the end of the year? And of course, how many games did they win or lose? Now, if he makes the Pro Bowl, obviously we're going to say that was a successful season for Jordan Love. Just like if Geno Smith can make the Pro Bowl, maybe Jordan Love has a shot too. Okay, but if he makes the playoffs with him at quarterback, that is successful no matter what anyone says, no matter what they do in the playoffs, because last year Rodgers didn't make it, and this year if Love makes the playoffs with the Packers. Man, that's going to be incredible. Which means that he has to win more games than Rodgers and Favre did in their first starting seasons as well. He's going to need 9 or 10 wins to do that. And of course, if he wins any playoff game, Packers fans will be saying, we've got another Hall of Fame quarterback, and people are going to be freaking out and thinking, oh my goodness, 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks in a row. That's nuts. Okay, so this is my prediction. 2023, Jordan Love, okay? 17 games. He's going to play all 17. He's going to have 3,500 yards passing, 25 touchdowns, and I'm going to go with 15 interceptions. I was going to say 17, but I'm going to stick with 15. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so basically at least an interception a game. Wouldn't be surprised he gets 17, but okay, I'm going to go 17 interceptions, okay? Now, why is that important? If you look at these stats, okay, these are the top 20 quarterbacks as in passing yards wise, and if you look at 3,500 yards, that is going to put him right around the top 15 in the NFL. Some of you think he's going to do better. I mean, how many of you out there are actually thinking that Aaron Rodgers is actually, Jordan Love's going to outperform Aaron Rodgers? Wouldn't that be great? So, Rodgers played all 17 last year and had almost 3,700 yards passing. Now, if you go to the next one, which obviously I'm going to do that for you, touchdowns wise, if he scores 25 touchdowns, we're talking he's going to be in the top 10. Top 10 at 25. I can see him doing that. Look at some of these guys who are there. And then let's look at the one where I'm predicting. Last year, the highest guy who threw interceptions was Prescott, Mills, Kirk Cousins, those guys. And it's 15-14. So I think Jordan Love's going to be up there as one of the highest leading interception guys in the league. So that's my big prediction for today. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please, of course, post in the comments what do you think the reasonable expectations for Jordan Love is going to be. Are we going to make the playoffs? Are we going to crash and burn? What's his stat line going to be? I'm saying he's going to be top 15 in passing yards, in top 10 in touchdowns, and I'm also saying he's going to be in the top 3 of interceptions. So, love to hear your comments. That's my reasonable take. And, of course, always, go, Pack, go.